It's been so long. Oh my god. I thought that I would do a first monthly favorites. By the way, I'm also doing this because it's currently 80 degrees in my apartment. My AC is having some serious issues. It's this whole fucking story. But it's not really a whole story, it's just this whole fucking thing. So I'm like, okay, if I film my monthly favorites right now, like maybe it'll distract me from the heat. But then of course I decide to drink this tea, hot tea in 80-degree weather, or 80-degree temperature. Let me just take a sip of my water. I'm a little crazy, y'all. Okay, we're gonna offset this temperature spikes. But that's some good shit. So let's begin, shall we? I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna start like with really random things. I'm also gonna like try and Google some stuff. Disclaimer, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at some research. You know what I mean? I don't want to be spitting facts and opinions. I don't want to be spitting opinions and nonsense. You know what I mean? That was stupid. Anyway, let's get into the first thing, which if you've been around me for the past month, you will know about this object. So the first thing that's my favorite is this wine bag made by Tanshin Studios. I hope I'm saying that name correctly, but girl, that tea be breaking it down. So I discovered Tanshin on Instagram. I don't know how. I have a feeling I was targeted by an ad and I was like, fuck, this is amazing. The name of the wine bag is called 00, and that is kind of like an ode, or not an ode, like an homage, is that the word? Like, it's named that in the spirit of like zero intervention wines, which like I'm a huge wine enthusiast, specifically like with natural wines. I love the idea of this. I also love the idea of like not only using this for your bottle, but using it for like other objects. If you go to the farmer's market and you get like whatever, like you can fit a fucking baguette in this and blah blah blah, like walk around with your baguette and your net. So this comes in like a small regular wine bottle size, which I have like my coffee thermos in right now, but it also comes in a magnum size, which I love because I can just use that as like a bag. And yeah, I think they're a super cool studio. Like they're really really great girls. I ordered some for wholesale for an event that I did the other week with my friend Jean, and like I just wanted to like connect, I guess, Miami with these bags, and like they were super nice to deal with. Like they rush ordered everything. Like it was super great. So like huge shout out to like Tanshin, because yeah, or Tanshin, I really hope I'm saying it right. I would highly recommend all of their products, and like this bag is just super cute. I think it's super unique. So yeah, I really love this. That's the first thing. Speaking of wine, I have a wine favorite this month. So I did like a Memorial Day weekend trip to Atlanta, and I was so overwhelmed, or not overwhelmed, but I like was not expecting the food and wine scene there. It is so on point. It is so like, it's so unique. It's so just, it's amazing. They really know what's going on up there. We ate at this restaurant called Eight Arm, and it was the first like restaurant that we ate at, and the food was good, but the wine list was incredible. So this was one of the wines that we tried that night. It's called Gamine. Her name is Gamine. This is okay. So as a wine drinker, I'm like super attracted to a very light red that's chillable but still feels like it has like a level of earthiness and like almost like a leathery aspect to it. So like it's not like a heavy red, obviously it's light, but it gives what a heavy red would in a way, like almost like a whisper of what a heavy red is. So this completely checks all those boxes. It's amazing. When I first drank it, I was like, they also had this chilled to perfection. Like they served it at like its peak temperature. Like they just knew how to serve this wine, because I actually bought 2 of these bottles to bring back, and I had one the other night, and it was like not the same, but it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? So the people at Eight Arm really knew how to curate an amazing wine list, but also they knew how to serve their wines, which is like awesome. Anyway, so yeah, this is a light red. Basically, like it had very light, juicy, like almost like cranberry flavors to it, but then it was like, I remember one of the notes was mezcal, and I was like, and I remember drinking it, I could like taste that, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So yeah, But if I look at the description, it says, oh, interesting. The influence of carbonic maceration on this wine is clear on the nose, which is Beaujolais-esque and puts us in mind of the kinship between Gamay and Grenache. That makes sense. The palate is juicy, bright, balanced, and squeaky clean. That's very true. It's just good. So anyway, this is a favorite for sure. That's that. Gamine by Division Wines, grown in Oregon. Fantastic. I love Oregon wines, I've noticed. The next thing I'm going to talk about is another thing that I ended up committing to purchasing while I was on my trip in Atlanta, but I've known about this brand for a while, and I actually have some of their glasses, which I'm literally drinking from right now. But so I am really loving these candles from Yield. Yield is a company that is based out of St. Augustine, and I think I follow the creative director of Yield, and I'm obsessed with her content, obsessed with like her vibe, and I think it was through her that I discovered Yield. So what Yield basically did with this candle is like they make these glasses. They took some of their smaller cups and they filled it with coconut wax and this like scent of jasmine, blood orange, white musk. Of course they have different scents, but they were burning one of these at the Victoriana, and I was like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, I was obsessed through Instagram, but now I'm like obsessed in real life, and I'm going to buy some. So I ended up buying 3, and I can't wait to burn through them. That way I can use them as cups, you know? So maybe I should buy one more. Oh no! So I can have like a set of 4. But anyway, so I really love this. I like how when I burn it, the scent like fills up the room pretty nicely, but it doesn't burn through the coconut wax too quickly, which is nice. Also, it looks so beautiful when like you see the flame, and like if the coconut is melted, like the coconut wax is melted, it's like a little bit translucent, and with the glass, like it's just beautiful. So this is a really, really beautiful product, and like has multi-use to it, so I think that's amazing. The other thing I'm going to talk about is makeup. So I have been using Manasi 7 for a minute now. I did end up buying 2 pots of, I think, what are they called? They're called All Over Colors. So it's just like a cream. All the ingredients are wildly harvested and certified organic. It's also made sustainably in Italy in small batches to ensure premium quality, which I can really appreciate. Each tub lasts 6 months, which I think is a good amount of time. This is definitely a lot of product. I don't think that I am going to run through all of this in 6 months. I actually think that it's almost been like 4 months. Damn, I've had these for a minute. Ooh. And I've like barely made a dent. Okay, but I use these like, I use one or the other like every day. So the first color I'll talk about is this color Gazania, and it's like this really beautiful pink color. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad and you can't see. But it's this really beautiful pink color, and I like to put it, I'm wearing it today actually. I'm gonna put some more here. I like to put it for my skin tone. I have like a very olivey, like yellow skin tone. So this color wouldn't really naturally happen on me, I don't think. So I put it kind of like high up on my cheekbones to give me like a more flushed look. Like this color would happen on me naturally when I'm like flushed as blush. Typically, I guess it's supposed to give you that effect, but like if I'm like working out or like sweating or whatever. So I think like this color looks good on me, like high on the cheekbones, as opposed to here, it just kind of looks like rosacea or something, you know what I mean? So I really love that color. And the other color that I have is Chamoisy. I think I'm pronouncing it right, I hope. This is definitely more of like a nude mauve color, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. So I've noticed that like with my like yellowy olive skin tone, that like more mauve colors look good on the apples of my cheeks and also on my lips. So I will use this like on the apples, which I'll try and do it now, but it might look a little funny. Sometimes I'll do both. And I just love like how this applies. Like it really does melt super, super easily onto your skin. It doesn't melt in the jar ever, like if I leave it in my car. I also like to put this sometimes like on the bridge of my nose to give me like a sunburn effect or something, or like I don't know. I learned that from Matilda Jerf. She's a queen. So yeah, I don't know. I'll put this shit on everything. Okay. But I'll also do it on my eyelids, on my lips. It gives me like more of like a 90s lip, and then I add like some of my chapstick on top, and it's like phenomenal. So yeah, I love these, and I love like how small like the packaging is. It's not like this huge rectangle with a mirror on it. I just find that like those are nice to have in my makeup bag at all times, and like it also helps eliminate the need for like additional products like a lipstick, which I'm not a big fan of, or eyeshadow, which I'm also not a big fan of, but that like I'm comfortable with using on my eyes and my lips. So I thought I would give a shout out to Manasi 7. The one thing I wouldn't recommend is their mascara, to be honest. I did try that product first and I was like, no. Sorry, that's harsh, but it didn't work for me. The other thing from Manasi 7 that I'm loving is their mineral silk powder. So your bitch is a fucking glazed donut by the time 10 o'clock hits. Like, it's insane. So I go through, well, I powder twice a day, every day. It's necessary. If not, then like you can't see me. I'm like, the sun is shining on me, and like it's reflecting back at you, and like you literally can't see me. So this is, oh my god, I'm low. Oh my god, I have to reorder. That means I'm gonna get the foundation. Okay, anyway, this is $50, which I think is comparable to what people get like for Laura Mercier. I think is the same. Let me see. I'm only comparing it to Laura Mercier because I feel like a lot of people get her powder, which I tried her powder, but it was too like, the granules were too thick for my skin, which was weird. Like, it just wasn't like, this is so fine. The granules are so fine. It's insane. So like when I put this on my skin, it's like my pores disappear, and I'm like, oh my god. For me, so I would say I don't have like the tiniest pores. I would definitely say I have like medium-sized pores. And with my level of oils, the Laura Mercier powder did not work for me, because my skin would get super oily. It would get very like, it wouldn't subdue the oil. It just was like subduing it for like an hour, and then it was just like applying and applying over and over again. And then also if I would like sweat, or like if I would like be outside, it would just like cake on. It was really nasty. Or like it would turn, like it would get like chunky. It was weird. It was super weird. But with this, if I put this on at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I don't need to repowder until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then like if I'm repowdering, I'm just like doing like a touch up. It's not like I'm repowdering my entire face. So this is free of gluten, talc, heavy metals, dairy. Do they put dairy in powder traditionally? Palm oil. It's free of synthetic fragrances, parabens. The ingredients are organic. There's silk powder in it. I think it's pretty hard to avoid silica in any powder, so this is silica is the first ingredient, but apparently it's produced from natural raw materials or harvested wildly. I wonder how they make silica. That'll be homework for me for today. Anywho's, love this product. So Manasi 7, they're killing it. I really want to try more stuff from them, like their foundation. So 1000% would recommend. So look how small my makeup bag is, because like they just make my life so fucking easy. Okay, anywho, next, tea break. Sorry. This is gonna sound really weird. When you guys get really excited when you talk about something, do you salivate? Is that weird? When I get really excited and talk about something, I feel like I either forget to swallow, or my like body gets so excited that I produce like a lot of saliva. So I feel like sometimes as I'm talking, I'm like there's a lot of spit in my mouth, and I'm like, oh my god, don't choke on your spit, or also like just try and sound normal, or yeah, whatever. I'm digressing so hard. Anyway, so if I'm talking funny, that's why. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is this Noble Rot. Yeah, Noble Rot. Sorry, I just did a hard swallow. This Noble Rot magazine, which is a magazine that I picked up at one of my favorite wine shops in Miami called Sobremesa. And this magazine is actually so fun to read. I mean, like, look at this first page. Can you see? Look at this man on his bicycle inside, and his ridiculous, like, I don't know, his ridiculousness. There's like Christmas lights hanging on things. Like, Ugh, I live for it. Anyway, don't know who this is. I'm assuming that might be Dan Keeling from London. So anyway, this is just a really great magazine that like covers wines and champagnes. Very like insightful stories on certain topics. Really fun games. Like I really just want to like play this version of like Snakes and Ladders with my friends one night. I think the scenario is like you're opening a restaurant, and you kind of just like go through and see like what the scenarios happen. Like I'll read one of them. Oh yeah, it says roll the dice and see if you can make it as a restaurateur. Restaurateur. So the first one is like, okay, one of your dishes is voted most Instagrammable by a failing print publication that is trying to stay current. Move forward 3 spaces. So it's just like funny things like that. So yeah, I haven't read through it completely, but like sometimes I'll just open it up and I'll like read a thing or two. There's cool, fun interviews. I'm really into like publications right now, so this is definitely a favorite. And yeah, that's that. What else? Okay, the last thing I'll talk about is a garment that I recently thrifted. I have not worn yet. I don't know how I'm gonna wear it because I don't think it fits me at all. But I wanted to show it to you guys because I think it's a really cool find. So it's this. It's gorgeous. This is a vinyl bomber jacket, or like a vinyl, yeah, I would say it's like a bomber jacket. I think it's just so cool. Like there's so many great details. I think it's made in Japan. Wait, let me show you the label. It's incredible. So, oh, just kidding. It's not that great. Oh, it's made in Korea. How dare I do my people dirty? It says made in Korea. That's not. It says by Blair. Is this Blair? Like those? Oh my god. If this is that, it's very interesting. I'm gonna put like a snippet of what I think this brand is. Like if you thrift often and you see like these elastic waist like polyester pants that say Blair on it, if this is the same company, that's gonna be very interesting. Anyway, so this is this like really cool buttercream yellow bomber jacket that I just think is like, I think would be so sick to wear like with a pair of jean shorts, like a pair of jeans. Just like throw your sick fucking bomber jacket over, like get your sneakers out and rock the streets with a baseball cap, some sunnies. I don't know. I think it's so cool. So it's super big on me. Like the shoulders are pretty wide. Like typically I like things to be super big on me, but this one is very like structured. Like it holds its form at the top. So I don't know how I'm gonna pull this one off, but I also love like the details on this. Like all these little snap thingies, like these buttons, these pieces. I like how on the sleeves it's like this, it's like more like a woven cotton thing, like it cinches at the wrists, and I think it's so fun. Why is this coming apart? Not coming apart, but why is this undone? Anywho, so darlings, that's that. We live it, we love it. It's in pristine condition. And yeah, you guys, that's it. That's it for this favorites. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll do a vlog soon. Girl, I gotta figure out why I'm burping so much. It's because I ate a lot. It's okay. All right, you guys. Well, wish me luck with my air conditioning. We'll make it through. Bye. Oh God.